So starting the test drive in this Pathfinder Rock Creek here, I like the V6, relatively strong. It feels more natural in a vehicle like this, as opposed to like the new Traverses, you get the turbo for. The new Highlanders, you have that kind of hybrid 4-cylinder setup. And you know, everybody has their own reason for doing everything, but the Nissan here is, the V6 is solid. I like how it's paired with these 9-speed automatics. It's easy to drive. It just makes sense for a vehicle like this, I think. The other ones kind of take getting used to, and a lot of the times they feel better after you get used to them, but if you don't want to have to get used to anything, this will be the easiest thing, I think, to, if you're coming from a naturally aspirated V6 with a 6-speed automatic or whatever, I think this will be the easiest thing to get used to. Now the eco mode here is just, it's holding it back just a tad, you can feel that. So I'm gonna put it into the normal mode and we're gonna see how it, or the auto mode, and we'll see how it moves. So it definitely feels more natural there. And I have the Pro Pilot Assist on for now. I'm just gonna use it for a little bit. So if it sees the lines, it'll work, but mostly just meant for the interstate here. Now the overall ride, even though this is an off-road oriented vehicle, is relatively quiet coming down this newer paved stretch of road here, so that's good. And the sound acoustics are pretty good too, even though you have that roof rack there. Now I feel like as we get on the interstate, you might be able to hear the air running through the roof rack just a bit more, but for the most part, shouldn't be terrible because you don't have a sunroof. Now this wind is blowing crazy right now, so it's gonna be relatively hard to kind of keep the lane centering going, especially on this road as I hit turns or whatever, because the wind is just going all over the place. But as I said, I mean, it's very comfortable driving this. The space in here is really good. Tons of headroom without having a sunroof. I mean, tons of headroom. And the space in between the shifter and the door panel here is enough for my wider stature. So what I would expect from a vehicle like this, visibility wise, the hood, you can see it, but it's not really hindering my, it's not too much, even though it kind of raises up there in the middle. I can still see pretty well. Blind spot monitors help. This rear view mirror, I like that the back glass seems to be a little wider, if that makes sense. Longer, I guess, from top to bottom. Now the Pathfinder has a bit, you know, we've got an updated infotainment system, which is good, don't get me wrong, but this center stack here and the gauge cluster, just a bit dated. We have like analog needles for the tachometer and the speedometer, but it's a nice clean look with the white needles, so it doesn't really bother me. It's just something I noticed. Now I'm going to put in the sport mode, and then I'm also going to try out the manual mode as well. I'm not going to thrash it, but I'm going to give it a little pull getting on the interstate. Hopefully I'll be able to, because this guy is driving like he doesn't know what's going on. Seems to be an older gentleman. So I have a little bit of space. Luckily no one's turning. Here we go. So again, wasn't pushing it at all. Just had it in that sport mode. But really good acceleration. I want to give one more big thanks to John Roberts Nissan here in Manchester, Tennessee for allowing me to review this Pathfinder today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get to the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. But this Rock Creek package, a lot of what makes this special, what makes people want to spend this kind of money on this, I'm not really able to test out on my test drive here. The 4-wheel drive, just the different features you can use in, you know, taking trails, things of that nature. But it does have a lot of off-road oriented amenities that really come in handy again if you're looking at something like this. On top of that, you still get the same space as a Pathfinder. You still get the same heated seats, dual zone climate controls here. It's just still a nice SUV. I feel like this is like in between an SV and an SL with just a bunch of off-road options there. But I mean, for the money, I think it's a solid buy. It's not too much. It's definitely not cheap, but I think for that 48K range to get a naturally aspirated V6 9-speed auto, you have a 3-row SUV here, the roof rack, the wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, and then just having the Pro Pilot Assist too. There's a lot that you get here for the money. And if you need a 3-row SUV, it's really not that expensive compared to other options you might have. But I think, again, for the money, and if you're actually one of those people that drives off-road, needs that 4-wheel drive, so on and so forth, this is a really good direction to go. But this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2026 Nissan Pathfinder Rock Creek.